Hello, welcome back to Emmy's Pepper Patch. Today I wanted to do a short video on the recipe for my seed starting mix. This is very important to get this right for your young seeds to germinate and the young seedlings until you pot them. So what we need in your seed starting trays is a light fluffy material. It doesn't need nutrients at first, because when your plants come up with their first set of codling leaves, and they've got enough energy in the seed until you get your first and second set of true leaves. At that point, you'll need to start adding fertilizer and nutrients for them. But to start with, we want a light, fluffy material that the young roots can easily grow in and get bigger until the plant gets stabilized. What I use is very simple. I use a basic organic seed starting mix. This just happens to be Espoma organic seed starter. By no means do you have to use this one. This just happens to be readily available in my local big box store. Again, and seed starting mixes are basically it's peat moss and some perlite. That's all that's in this. There's nothing else in there. The peat moss will help contain the water so that the seeds stay moist and the roots have plenty of water. To that I add some earthworm castings. What this does is this adds a little bit of nutrients so that once they start drawing nutrients from the soil, they will have a little bit until you can get them fertilized. But also there is some enzymes in this that will allow, that help for root development. So I add probably a half a cup, maybe 3/4 cup to a whole bag of the seed starting mix. That's all I do to amend this. And then what I do though, here, in my seed starting mix, once you mix that all together, what you'll do is you'll have to hydrate the seed starting mix. All right, you'll have to make it moist. Now you don't want it so moist that when you squeeze it, water just runs completely out of it. Now a few drops or a little bit of water is not bad, but what you're wanting is like this, where it actually holds together when you squeeze it. All right, but it's important. The seeds need to stay moist when they're germinating. A dry seed will stop germinating and may just die. But before you put this in your seed starting trays, make sure it's been moistened, because peat moss, until it gets wet for the first time, is hydrophobic. That means it resists water. So you've got to put moisture in there so that eventually it'll start holding on to moisture. All right. And what I do is I'll use a hot water to kill any kind of fungus gnats, any kind of small critters that might be in there, just to sterilize it. Again, this is just a growing medium. It's not soil, it's just peat moss. So what I do is it's already come, as you can see, it comes with perlite already in it to keep it from compacting in your seed starting trays. But you want it moist so that it will help with the germination. And in the next video, I show you actually how I'll start a tray, show you how I pot, use the soil, how I plant, and et cetera, et cetera. But I just wanted to show you what I use. Again, I'm not endorsing these brands at all. They just happen to be readily available in my local big box store. So it's organic seed starting mix and worm castings. Thank you.